Hi Gary, how's things? Um, Thank you very much for speaking to me earlier. It was good to chat to you and just kind of find out about yourself and just find out how much business is coming through you at the moment. The whole point of this video, Gary, is just to kind of like open your eyes really, just to show you the power that SEO has, and also to show you how your competition are doing. And on top of that, I want to show you the potential that being seen on particular keywords in your area can have for your business, and how much of a positive impact it can actually have for yourself. So what I've done, we use a specialist software that allows me to check out the organic search traffic and have a little look how your website's doing overall from an SEO standpoint. So as you can see here, this kind of gives me a domain overview. This is the organic search. So when people are looking for your style of service in Manchester, this is how many people are finding you through those methods. 0 at the moment. And the reasons to why, when I go down, will become very, very clear for you. So these are the things that your website ranks for now. So when someone types into Google, any of these terms on the left here, so removals in Manchester, your website is appearing, so it is indexing on the search engines, but it's not appearing very high at all. So it's not generating you any website traffic, and I can certainly guarantee, I can pretty much bet on it, that it's not actually generating you any inquiries at all from your site. So as you keep scrolling down, I'll just explain what these mean. So this removals in Manchester, all on the left here, this is just the keywords. So this is what people are actively looking for on Google with these particular words. This position here is your position on Google. If you imagine obviously being 1 being the top of Google, 11 being the top of page 2 of Google, you're on about 60, 50, 30, 94, 49, etc. So you're quite far down, meaning people who are looking for you on Google and through the search engine, they're just not finding you. This volume here is how many times these searches are searched per month. Yeah, and these are quite small. I will show you now some of the other ones as well that I personally would chase for you, and I think that you would get so much business out of being seen on these, and I will show you that very, very shortly. This KD here is basically your keyword difficulty. Shows us how difficult things are to chase, and it's out of 100. The lower the number, the better. When we see numbers such as 38, 42, 43, 41, it really doesn't scare me in any way, shape or form. I'm used to chasing industries with KDs of like 65, 75, 80, and 50, etc. This CPC, and it's just the cost per click in US dollars, but it's not showing it, of course, because you're not generating any traffic through your site, so it's not actually costing you anything. And the rest of it, a little bit long-winded, so I won't explain. But when you come to here, okay, and I type in removals Manchester, this will just open you up to how much money is going through these keywords and how many people are benefiting. Sorry, let me just alter that spelling mistake. So as you can see here, right, don't want laser hair removal, do we, mate? But as you can see, so removals Manchester searches around 480 times a month. Rubbish removal Manchester, I'm not sure if that's a service that you offer, but that's fine. Manchester removals 210. Removal companies Manchester 210. House removals Manchester 140. So this is how many people potentially are searching for these services per month, and they're just not finding you. Do you know what I mean? Removal company Manchester 90 times a month. Removal companies in Manchester 70 times a month. So what's very, very different about these aggregators is they will all be running Google AdWords on these keywords to try and capture as many leads as possible, but it dilutes the market hugely. Whereas if you're a local company and you're one of the first ones to be seen, people, customers, are more inclined to go with you because they know they can call you and they're going to get straight through to someone. With an aggregator, people are less inclined to use them because at the end of the day, they're just going to pick up the phone to them, or they're going to put in their email address and get about 10 phone calls or 10 emails back. It's just not the best service. Whereas Google would actually prefer to rank a local company as well, because they would prefer to see a local company on the search engine results rather than one of these big aggregators that everybody's trying to be at the moment. And that's what we focus on. A little bit of results for you, just so you can kind of benchmark. As I said on the phone there, we did something for a client, New Chapter Removals in Cardiff. This is his website overview. So we've got 66 keywords that his website ranks for. He's generating about, this isn't completely truthful, because when I look at his Google Analytics, he's generating about 120 to 130 people a month. But if he was to run Google AdWords, it would be costing him around $704 per month for him to run. For him to basically generate that amount of traffic that he's receiving, and the amount of inquiries that he's getting is just unbelievable. But as you can see, removals Cardiff, he's spot number 4. He's actually spot number 2 now, as I said to you on the phone if you want to go and check that out. Cardiff Removals, he's 2nd. Removal Companies Cardiff, he's 8th. House Removals Cardiff, he's 7th. These are all things that we're working on to improve, to try and increase his lead volume even more than what it is now. But as you can see, more keywords that you've got the opportunity to be seen on, the more business you can potentially get. So it's just kind of open your eyes really. I'll show you one of your competition and that will make things a lot clearer to you, because you'll be like, holy shit, if you don't mind my French. Here we go, I'll just use this company here perhaps. From looking at your website as well, Gary, there is quite a few different improvements that I would recommend making. They would go from, the way that I would look at it is, first of all, I would look at your on-page SEO. And by on-page, I mean the correct titles, the correct amount of content, professionally written content as well. I'd look at the images that you're using on your website, etc., etc. There you go, I just need to press this there, Gary, bear with. So, as you can see, they're generating about 255 people a month on their website from only 33 keywords. If they were to run Google AdWords, it would be costing them $2,300 US per month. So they will 100% be paying an SEO team, you know, a monthly fee to monitor and manage this for them, because I can guarantee you could probably ring them and ask them how busy they are just from being on Google. It's absolutely unreal, the power that online marketing has and the power that SEO has really for a business. So as you can see, these guys are absolutely smashing it. So what you've got to think is, from a realistic standpoint, do they actually have to actively do any more marketing? My guess is no. What would be the point for them? They just don't need it. Because when you're on Google, it's a hyper-focused marketing technique. Do you know what I mean? Because when someone goes onto Google, they're not really going onto Google to have a little browse like they would perhaps on Facebook. They are going to search something and to buy the service or to buy the product. So that's, you know, it's hugely powerful. And in this day, the one thing I always try and say to business owners as well, Gary, is SEO is no longer a good marketing strategy. It is just a good business practice. Anyway, I don't want to bore you too much. From an education point of view, I prefer to do that with you when we have, you know, a bit of a longer conversation, and I can actually educate you on how we're going to do things and what we plan on doing as well. Best thing to do though is just watch this video now for me, okay? It will definitely make your head tick, I can 100% guarantee that, because you'll think, Jesus Christ, the amount of money that's going through these keywords and the amount of business that I could potentially be getting is just absolutely unbelievable. So I'll leave that with you. If you've got any questions, please just fire away at me. Just please give me a call. You've got my number now. I'll chase up with you tomorrow, and I'll have a little look to see if you viewed the video as well. And yeah, I look forward to speaking to you further, and I hope that, you know, as I said in the email, if you read it back, I really feel, and I know so, that I can help, you know, make 2017 one of the best years yet for your removal company. Alright mate, thanks again Gary.